Today, I want to talk about 5 things I don't like about the Leatherman ARC. After carrying the Leatherman ARC for a while, I learned there's a lot to love about it, but it's definitely not perfect. These aren't deal breakers, but I still think it's one of the best premium tools you can buy. But if you're thinking about spending over $200 on one, here are 5 things you should know before you buy the Leatherman ARC. Now let's start with the handle play. The Leatherman ARC uses a free magnetic technology, which is one of the biggest selling points. It makes opening and closing the tool incredibly smooth. The downside is there's a slight side-to-side wiggle in the handle. When you're really twisting on the pliers or putting torque on the tool, you can feel that movement. Now, has it ever failed me? No. If you look at other Leatherman tools, you can see that there is very tight tolerance and there is zero wiggle in the handle. This little bit of play makes me wonder how it will hold up after years of hard use. Maybe it will last forever, maybe it won't, but it's something I noticed right away. If I put it up close, you guys can definitely see the wiggle in the play that the Leatherman ARC has. See if the Leatherman Charge has any play in the handle. No play at all. Now the second thing that I don't like about the Leatherman ARC is there is no serrated blade. This one's a personal preference. The ARC comes with a premium MagnaCut blade and it's fantastic, but I just wish Leatherman found a way to include a serrated blade just like their previous tools. You can see that the Leatherman Charge has a serrated blade and I use this all the time. Serrated blade makes cutting zip ties, webbing, or rope very easy to cut. Leatherman took out the serrated blade and replaced it with an awl. I know some people use an awl all the time, but honestly, I rarely touch it. If I had a choice, I'd trade the awl for serrated blade without thinking twice. Serrated blade is such a practical tool. I'm definitely going to miss it on the Leatherman ARC. The third thing I don't like about the Leatherman ARC, it's very heavy. The ARC weighs about 8.6 ounces, and you definitely notice it. If you're wearing jeans, it's not a huge issue, but if you're carrying it every single day with your wallet, your keys, your flashlight, your phone, and everything else, the weight starts to add up. It's not so heavy that I'll leave it at home, but there's definitely days where I notice I pull up my pants a lot more than usual. On those days, I'll probably leave the Leatherman ARC at home and carry one of these micro tools, including my SOG plier, Next tool, or Victorinox. This is one thing I don't hear many people talk about. The Leatherman free technology is awesome until you carry metal stuff in your pocket. If you work around machine shop, fabrication shop, or even metal grinding, those magnets will pick up screws, steel shavings, or even metal dust. And the magnet on the ARC is very strong. The ARC definitely loves to attract metal dust. It's not a huge problem because you can wipe it off, but it's definitely something to keep in mind if you ever work in that kind of environment. My last complaint is actually 2 smaller things. First, the wire stripper. I don't understand why Leatherman rounded it off so much. It still could work, but I think it could have been designed better to grip insulation more consistently. If you look at the wire cutters from the Signal, you can see how sharp and pronounced the wire cutters are versus the ARC. And my final complaint is the price. The ARC costs over $240 brand new, making it one of Leatherman's most expensive multi-tools. Now you're getting a premium MagnaCut steel, free technology, excellent build quality, but there's still a lot of money, especially if you're buying your first multi-tool. At this price point, I think it's fair to expect very few compromises. So those are my 5 complaints about the Leatherman ARC. Even after all that, I still carry mine, and I still think it's one of the best multi-tools available today. No tool is perfect, and these are just the things I think Leatherman could improve. Do you own an ARC? What would you change about it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you guys like my content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean a lot and it will support my channel. Thanks guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.